feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hello, and welcome to the video wrap-up show for the Shrimp Tank podcast in Seattle. I'm Dan Whedon, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Linda Popke. We had a fascinating and fun conversation today with Sean Greenlee of Sean Greenlee Consulting. To catch the entire episode, please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find all our episodes from the last 6+ years on our website at shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle. Sean, as people are watching this video, they see Breonna Taylor, they see George Floyd behind you. We talked a little bit on the podcast about, it's hard to believe it's coming up close to 2 years since George Floyd was murdered in front of our eyes on television. Tell us, what has been a positive outcome from that in the world of DEI? What have you seen that's been positive change, and where else can we get better at?
Yeah, Dan, that's a great question. I mean, as you started off, these horrific events with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and many others who have followed in their paths previously are not okay. And the simple fact that they did occur, and today, 2 years forward, we are at a place where the DEI now is on top of mind for many organizations and many individuals. And the simple fact that it's conversation and organizations are recruiting and bringing on DEI thought leaders and consultants and roles to be able to lead the strategy. I mean, that's definitely a positive thing. Where I wish that we would be in a different place is that there still is a lot of lip service. There's a lot of organizations that, whether or not, many who authentically don't know where to go with it and how to move forward. But there are also those who are just more concerned with throwing out what they think that the external stakeholders or are the fad, and we talked about the NFL situation with Brian Flores and how the NFL, has taken a stance against racism, and they have Black Lives Matter on jerseys and peppered throughout stadiums. But at the end of the day, what change is actually happening if they haven't taken the appropriate steps to change the culture within their organization?
So this was a fascinating discussion. So I do encourage everybody to go and listen to the entire podcast, but sometimes this can be a little bit overwhelming. So can you tell us, Sean, what is one thing that each of us can do every day to really help and help make some change, to move the needle a little bit?
Well, there's so much that this entails. Diversity, equity, inclusion, what does it mean? But, at the end of the day, acknowledging each other's differences and really proactively, intentionally, as I think I said, get to like more people. That's a simplistic thing, but so often we kind of operate within our own comfort zone and our own social circles, our own networks. But where we really start to learn is to understand and open up and hear about and learn about other people's lived experiences and cultures. Don't try to tell them what they think or what you think is right. Understand where they're coming from and the true challenges that they have. And whether that's attending, how do you do this? It's talking to more people within your work team. It's getting out there into the community. It's attending cultural events and understanding where the different cultures, stand from. It's, having conversations with your children about how that presents itself in school and help them to understand. And at the same time, exposing them to different cultures, such as taking them to volunteer activities and teaching them like what other cultures stand for.
That's a great thing to leave us with. And so there's some really good ideas in here, things we can do right away. So Sean, thank you so much for being a guest here on the Shrimp Tank. For those folks who want to get in touch with you and learn more about you and your company, where should they go?
So the best way is just to reach out to me through email on seangreenleeconsulting@gmail.com, or to hit me up and connect with me on LinkedIn.
All right. And while you're connecting, make sure to follow us on our show's social media pages on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and check out all of the replays of all of our podcasts on shrimptankpodcast.com/Seattle, wherever you get your podcast, iHeart, Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, because Dan, we are.
Ubiquitous.
We are.
Hey, Sean, thank you so much. It was really an important conversation. Please, everybody watching this, go check out the entire episode. I think it's really one of the important episodes we've done. So thank you, Sean, for your time. Linda, as always, thank you. Everybody else, you're not going to want to miss any of our episodes. So please do, as Linda mentioned, go to Facebook, check us out, like us, and then come watch us live stream every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time on our Facebook page. Our next show will be February 16th, where our guest will be Omar Saboni from Expense Reduction Services in Spokane. Please join us. Until we see you again, please be healthy, be prosperous. Of course, have some fun, because for right now, the shrimp is back in the tank. So long.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp